a few issues I had to deal with being awkward in social situations.
Well, probably too. You don't need to be shy.
I'm not shy.
I had a hard time talking to people. I still do.
Because you're an introvert?
Yeah, baby, because I'm an introvert.
Hey, maybe you'll like this. Look, you can do these things on AOL and chat with people. It's like going to a party, but instead of talking, you type.
It was the weirdest and strangest thing I had ever seen in my life. But it was absolutely amazing. I could actually have a conversation with a total stranger and actually sound smart.
Hey, anybody out there live in Wisconsin? Hey, anybody out there watch Party 5? Hey, should anybody out there read this?
So I found this musical theater chat room.
Hey, anybody out there like Miss Saigon? Hey, anybody out there know how I can get tickets to Phantom? Hey, how come no one's answering my question?
And that's when...
What's your favorite musical?
It's this show no one's ever heard of called Passion.
What do you mean no one's heard of it? It's the best show ever.
And there she was. So easy to talk to. And we had everything in common, and it didn't hurt that I was incredibly good looking and very intelligent.
You're a writer? That's so amazing.
She thought I was amazing.
That's all I ever wanted.
That night that we met, we stayed up all night talking. Literally talked for 6 hours. And finally, it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and we still didn't run out of things to say.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We've talked the whole night through.
She was a singer,
I guess I should be getting to sleep.
a siren.
Me too. What's your email?
Give me to flash on that.
Okay, maybe I'll email you.
Good night.
Good morning.
Goodbye.
She was perfect.
And we literally didn't stop chatting all night.
I told you, like,
And when he woke up, she'd already emailed me. Not just some like short email. It was like 3 pages.
you're a charmer.
She lives in Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta. Her parents play in the Atlanta Symphony. Oh, and her dad is one of the orchestra conductors, one of the big theaters there.
So what is she doing wasting her time with you?
I don't know.
She's probably a man.
I don't know.
Have you seen a picture of her?
No.
She's a man.
I couldn't stop thinking about her all day. It was magic. It was like she had cast a spell on me.
So my best friend thinks you might be a man.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I don't think you're a man though.
I made a recording of me singing. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Check your email.
Hey, there it is.
Did you listen to it?
No, my internet is really slow. It might take a while.
It took 10 minutes. The internet was a lot different back then.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I of course replied, something there inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find all who love are blind. When your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eye.
That was it for me. I knew, and I knew, and I knew. I knew that she was perfect. I knew that she was everything I absolutely wanted. And pretty soon, just emails and chatting on AOL wasn't enough.
Can I call you?
On the phone,
Well, yeah.
it's long
I
distance.
don't care.
You will when the bill comes.
What's your number?
Aren't you scared?
What?
Maybe I really am a man.
No.
Maybe you'll be disappointed.
No.
All right, but I warned you.
She did warn me. But at that point, I would have crawled through broken glass to talk to her, so how seriously should I take the warning?
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, here I am.
And now I know you're not a man.
And it was music and magic and mystery and everything else in the world that you could think of to tell the story. And we talked for hours and never ran out of things to say. And for the first time in my life,
I just love talking to you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you picked up on this, but I'm pretty shy. I'm awful and proud and never know what to say.
A writer at a loss for words?
Hey, I'm a writer, not a talker. No other words.
We've been talking for 3 hours tonight. I think you can talk just fine.
I know.
And that was my life for the next months. Spend all day writing and then talking with her on the phone all night.
You're driving to Atlanta?
It's not that far. It's only, what, 12 hours away?
Dude, if you need a girl, there are about 2 million of them in Houston alone.
I don't just need some girl. I need her.
You don't think you're rushing into things?
Dude, I talked with her for a month. I talked with her more in this last week than I talked with you all year. I know her. I know this is right.
Sure, she doesn't kidnap you.
So I left the house at 6 o'clock in the morning and drove straight through. Didn't stop for anything, only for gas. She had mailed me a mixtape. I listened to it the whole drive at least 20 times, listening for how she felt about me, listening for some sort of message. And finally I got to Atlanta, and I was exhausted, but I was terrified and exhilarated,
Hey.
Hi.
and she was more beautiful than I could have possibly imagined. And suddenly I had no idea what I was doing in Atlanta.
How was your trip?
Some more of Alabama than I ever care to see again.
She was more dazzling in person than over the phone or over the internet.
I can't believe you're real.
It was like she was casting some sort of spell on me. And before I knew it, she was making me do things that only magic could explain.
Here she is. I'd like you to meet my best friend.
Hey, I heard so much about you.
You have?
Yeah, she told me everything.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Well, before I knew it, the week was up and I had to go back home.
I can't believe it's over. I thought 5 days would have been longer.
Some kind of writer out here before I spend the rest of my life in Atlanta.
Call me the second you get home.
Do you really think I wouldn't?
I started the long drive back to Texas. I didn't listen to her mixtape, didn't listen to music. All I could do was think about what just happened to me and how my life would never be the same.
I love you.
But what?
I should have told you before you left. I know that. But I love you.
I love you.
I don't want you to ever leave again.
I won't.
And that was my new life. Wake up in the morning, write all day, and talk to her all night. Everything was going great until
$400 for this phone call to Atlanta? Are you crazy? How are we supposed to pay this? They're going to shut off the phone.
That can't be right.
You're already behind on your rent, and now this.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Fix it how? You need to get a job.
I have a job.
No, you don't. Sitting around the house today, staring at the computer is not a job.
Yes it is.
You gotta pay his money, you idiots! I'm glad you want to be a writer. I really am. But if you can't figure out how to get caught up on rent and pay the phone bill, we are going to have another conversation.
Come on, give me a break.
We're hiring at the
I
restaurant.
can't work at a restaurant.
Why not exactly?
I'm not gonna bust tables.
I can talk to my boss. I bet she'll let you start waiting tables. You have to do something. It's easy money, and once you're caught up on your bills, you can just quit.
You're a grown man. Grown men have to pay bills. Get used to it.
And they were right. I couldn't let the phone get shut off, and I couldn't pay for my share of the rent.
So I started at the restaurant on Monday.
$400? I'm so sorry. I can't believe it's that high.
Yeah, well, 10 cents a minute sort of adds up.
Look, I can send you some money. Half that bill is mine.
No, of course not. I'll handle it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We can go back to chatting on AOL again.
Not be able to hear you fall asleep? I don't think so.
So I went to work at Bennigan's, waiting tables. And my roommates were right. It was easy money.
Here you go. 500 for the phone bill, 200 for last month's rent, and 300 for this month's.
Thanks. I didn't mean to be so hard.
No, you're right. I have to pay payments.
So you're gonna go to the restaurant?
No, not yet. It's kind of nice to actually have money to buy food, and I do not think the long distance is going away anytime soon.
She's working.
Absolutely, she's right.
You know, AirTran has these things called X-Fares, right?
What?
It's for anyone under 25. You can literally fly to Atlanta for $25.
What?
You just show up at the gate, and if they have the empty seats, you can fly for $25.
You will never believe what I just found out.
What?
AirTran, you can fly to Atlanta for 25 bucks.
No, you can't.
Yeah, or you can fly to Houston for 25 bucks.
Let's do it. I'm not doing anything this weekend.
I'm working on Saturday, but I'll see if I can get anyone to take my shift.
And so we added something else I had to pay for. Admit it was a lot easier than driving to Atlanta.
So these are my roommates.
I'm impressed
At what?
that you were a man.
And the more I had to work, the less time I had to write. And I would get home completely exhausted at night. Couldn't even think about writing. But it was worth it. Every bad tip, every irrational customer, it was worth it just knowing I'd get to spend more time with her.
But you aren't writing anymore.
Well, not right now.
You can't just give up on your dreams.
I'm not giving up on your dreams. You're my dream. I'm doing this all for you. Waiting the tables for you. Pay rent, the phone bill, the airfare.
I know. I just don't want to see you wasting your life away.
I'm not wasting it. I'll do everything.
I know. But don't forget to make yourself happy.
Yeah. Sorry I had to work all weekend.
It's fine. Your roommates are actually kind of fun.
I'll see if I can take off next week. I'll fly with Lana. We'll just be you and me.
Okay.
I'll miss you.
Call you when I get home.
Okay.
It was so frustrating. I mean, I needed to write, but between having a full-time job and a girlfriend that was long distance, there was just no time.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hi. How are you? Is everything okay?
Yeah. No, what happened this week?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I picked her up from the airport and she didn't talk. And when we got home, she went to her room and hasn't came out since.
What?
Did you have a fight?
No, it wasn't a fight. I just didn't get to spend a lot of time with her. I had to work the whole time.
Okay. I think I understand.
Understand what?
You need to realize that there are some things you don't know about her.
I know.
Things you don't know about her because you live all the way in Houston.
Right, I know.
She has a thing about needing people to pay attention to her.
What do you mean?
You need to understand this from her point of view. She flew all the way from Atlanta just to see you, and you worked the whole time.
I was working to pay for the phone bill to actually fly to Houston. She knows that.
She may know that, but she doesn't understand it.
Okay, well, you don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, I kind of do.
No, you really don't. It's no big deal. She was just disappointed, that's all.
You think you know her, but you don't know her. There are more than 1,000 miles between you.
Listen, I appreciate your concern. We'll be fine.
It won't get better.
What did she know? What does she know about true love? What does she know about the depths of passion that poets and dreamers can reach?
You're moving to Atlanta? Come on, that's insane.
What's insane is that I haven't done it sooner.
Your whole life is here. All of your friends.
I don't need friends.
You need theater. You need a place to act and write.
It's Atlanta. There's more theaters there than here.
You don't know anybody. Your people are here. Your family is here.
Man, I've been spending the last 2 years doing this long distance relationship thing, and it's not working.
So you're willing to give up everything for her?
Yes, absolutely yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
That was it. I moved to Atlanta. We were finally going to be happy.
This is crazy.
I know!
We can finally be
We
happy.
finally know what it's like to talk on the phone and not actually have to pay long distance. I figure I'll work at a restaurant for a while and then I'll audition at all the theaters around town.
You're amazing.
It won't be easy though. I have an idea about a play that takes place in a restaurant actually though.
So I went to work at this restaurant in Atlanta. The money was good, but the hours were insane. I was working 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 days a week.
You never spend time with me.
What are you talking about? We live together.
You're never here. You're always at that restaurant.
We've been talking about this. I'm working now, so I don't have to work while I'm getting established with the theaters around here. I've already got 5 grand saved up. I just need 3,000 more. We can spend all day together.
We just miss you.
I know, but just think about our great everything, please.
So I slaved away night and day at that restaurant, and I worked and I saved up every penny. And finally I had enough money and I quit. And finally, after years and years of working in restaurants, I was finally free to start writing again.
Okay, so the idea is this. In the first act, it takes place in the dining room of the restaurant. There are tables and chairs and a manager, hostess, waiters, and all sorts of fun and strange things happen. Then, at Act 2, the set is completely changed and the audience sees the action from the kitchen's point of view. And it all happens at the exact same time as in the first act.
That's amazing.
So like when a waiter exits into the kitchen in the first act, in the second act, we see him enter the kitchen from the dining room. I've already talked to this theater in Marietta and they said they'd like to read the script when it's done.
I'm so proud of you.
I know!
So what are we gonna do today?
I just told you, I'm writing a play about a restaurant.
Oh,
Oh, what?
nothing.
No, not nothing, what?
You told me when you quit that restaurant, you would spend more time with me.
I know, well, here right here.
We'll be staring at that screen.
Well, yeah, that's how I write.
Whatever. Do what you want.
I was completely baffled. I mean, on one hand, I understood what she was talking about, but on the other hand,
Aren't you finished?
Not yet.
You said we could go see a movie tonight.
I know, we will. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. We can see the 9:30 show.
I don't want to see the 9:30 show.
What do you want from me?
I want you.
This is me. I'm a writer. This is what writers do. Right.
I know.
No, I really don't think you do. Just pretend I'm a normal guy with a normal job.
This isn't a normal job. Staring at a computer all day is not normal.
Yes, it is. Look, when I was in Texas, all you got to see was the finished product. Do you know how long it took me to get those ideas out of my head and actually onto the pages? Months. It takes months to do this.
Fine. Then sit here and spend more time with it. I'm going to the movies.
I didn't understand what was happening. I mean, why would she want me to be a writer if she didn't want me to write?
I can't do this anymore.
Can't do what?
This! I can't sit here watching you waste your life away.
I'm not wasting my life.
I think you need to move out.
I couldn't move out. I didn't have any money.
And you can write all day without me breathing down your neck.
No, I don't have to write. I can do something else.
Yes, you have to write.
What? I gave up everything for you. I gave up my entire life in Texas for you. I gave up acting and writing for you. I slaved away at all those restaurants for you. You can't just give up on me.
I'm not giving up on you. I'm giving up on us.
And that was it. It was over. I packed up my computer and my keyboard and all my books and found an apartment. The problem was all the money I'd saved up only would work if she and I were sharing the rent. All of a sudden my bills doubled. Found I was broke again.
She broke up with you?
Yeah.
I told you she was crazy.
Yeah.
So when are you coming back?
I can't come back. My car's on its last legs and I'm broke. I can make pretty good money waiting tables here, but I'm stuck in a year-long lease with this apartment. Maybe when the lease is up, I'll move back.
Man, I thought I was heartless.
So I went back to work at that restaurant. And I didn't want to write anymore. It felt stupid. It was like the thing that was absolutely best about me, the thing that I loved most about me was the worst part about me.
Can you pour some water for me on table 4?
Sure.
I didn't have any friends.
Going out after work tonight. You should come.
No, no thanks.
Are you sure?
I didn't need friends.
I'm fine. No, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, alright.
What was the point? I was going to move back to Texas at the very first chance I got whenever my lease was up at that apartment. And I didn't need another set of people to have to say goodbye to.
Can you rent some dinner to table 8 for me?
Sure, yeah.
And the harder I tried not to make friends,
Going out after work tonight. You wanna come?
Fine, but I need to leave early. I'm working a double tomorrow.
With all of them.
Oh, right.
I'd gotten used to being lonely. I'd gotten used to feeling worthless.
So, what's your story?
I don't have a story.
Sure you do.
And I had forgotten that I wasn't worthless.
I moved here with Felix.
And where is she now?
Probably making someone else feel absolutely worthless.
Where'd you move from?
Texas.
My dad was from Texas.
Oh yeah, what part?
Houston.
No kidding. I live in Houston.
So is Atlanta everything you would expected it to be?
No, Atlanta is nothing like I expected it to be.
And what are you going to do about it?
I'm going back to Texas as soon as my lease is up.
You can't move back to Texas.
Oh yeah, why not?
Who's going to bring bread and water on my field back to Texas?
She seemed to like me for me. No matter how sad I was, it didn't seem to bother her.
So do you know I'm a theater guy?
I can guess.
Really?
So you're an actor?
Yeah, I'm a writer. I write musicals.
Really?
Yeah. Although now I sell fish to hungry people, I suppose.
Does selling fish make you happy?
No, but it doesn't grip me.
I'd like to read some of your stuff.
No, you really wouldn't.
Of course I would.
So I got careless. I let my guard down. And if I had only stuck to my plan and moved back to Texas when my lease was up.
So when are you moving back? Mark and Catherine started up a theater company and they were talking about doing some of your plays.
Yeah, about that.
It's not funny that. What?
I've met someone,
Ah, someone.
and we're getting along really well, and I don't think it's a good idea to move back to Texas just yet.
So what are you gonna do? Wait tables for the rest of your life?
They're actually talking about me going into management.
Ooh, look at you growing up.
Not exactly. Restaurant managers aren't exactly the most mature people I know.
I had my chance. I should I moved back to Texas. I could have gotten away.
So, you're not moving?
No, I figured there's some things around here we're staying for.
Am I one of the things we're staying?
Maybe.
And after 2 years, she and I got married. And then, it wasn't too long after that that we met you. You were so much fun.
Oh,
Sing that song again.
okay. Its eyes were red as dragon blood. His teeth were sharp as knives. You could smell his breath for miles around. So run and save your lives.
And you loved my plays, and I loved writing for you, and I loved knowing that you loved them.
Okay, so I have an idea.
Oh, no.
Come on, just hear me out. What if we started a children's theater?
Oh, what?
We do Back to the Beach Club. We have auditions, we rehearse, and then we perform it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but it'll be hard to do when we're homeless.
Homeless, what are you talking about?
You're talking about starting a new business. How are you going to make money?
I can make it work. I have to make it work.
And just like that, we had a children's theater. And you were in them, and you made all sorts of friends. And more than that, I was writing again.
So I have this new idea for a play. It'll be a country musical, and everyone runs around with a country accent.
Who can I play?
You're gonna be a black sheep.
A black sheep?
Sure, you'll love it.
And the more I wrote, the more kids signed up. And before long, we were the largest children's theater in Georgia. And we were having so much fun. I had a family. I had everything. And I was writing again. Finally, everything was
Daddy,
perfect.
Yeah, baby.
I don't feel so good.
You know, as a parent, you hear that all the time. Stomach aches, headaches, earaches. There was something in your voice.
Okay, baby, we'll take you to the doctor.
You always read about these kind of things.
She has advanced osteosarcoma. I promise we're going to do everything we can.
What do you mean?
Everything you can, meaning what?
It's important that we all manage our expectations.
Are you saying?
What are you saying?
We'll do everything we can.
You were so brave.
Come on, baby, let's get you back to bed.
It's okay, Daddy. I don't need help.
I know.
We couldn't do anything. I did the only thing that I could think to do.
Are you going to sleep at all tonight?
I'm writing.
Now? You're writing now?
I was
Just
trying to tell the
let me
story
finish.
better than real life told it.
Just let me finish.
And that's why I wrote The Snow Princess. It was all about this beautiful little girl that everyone loved. And everyone knew she didn't have a lot of time left, but they loved her anyway. And there was nothing they could do to save her.